Welcome to week 3 of Management Information Systems and Technology. For this week, we're going to describe how a data warehouse is created and explain the challenges and values of big data. Next, we're going to look at how the human element and ownership issues affect information management. Next, we're going to look at how human capital management identify its major components and describe several metrics used to quantify aspects of human capital. Next, we're going to look at supply chain management and describe the matrix, technologies, and information systems that support supply chain processes. Last, we're going to look at customer relationship management and its role in an organization and describe the matrix and information systems that support it. So a data warehouse is an integrated strategy, involves data warehouse. The data warehouse is a central data repository containing information drawn from multiple sources that can be used for analyze, intelligence gathering, and strategic planning. The process to build a data warehouse is called extract, transform, and load. The first step is to extract data from its home database and then transform and cleanse it so that it adheres to common data definitions. After transformation, the data is loaded into the data warehouse and typically another database. At frequent intervals, the load process repeats to keep it up to date. The data warehouse makes data easily accessible for strategic planning and opens up a wealth of opportunities for managers seeking insight about their markets, customers, industry, and more. It often becomes the main source of business intelligence that managers tap to understand the customers and markets and make strategic plans. For example, data mining is a type of intelligence gathering that uses statistical techniques to explore records in a data warehouse, hunting for hidden patterns and relationships that are undetectable in routine reports. The ability to draw high quality information from organizations' database to spot trends, identify patterns, generate reports for compliance purposes, do research, and plan strategically is critical for any organization. The issues with data, big data, it's the accumulation of data. Data is growing with a company at a rapid speed, and handling that data, a lot of times you have data coming from various sources and places. And big data, how companies actually utilize it, it's very, very good. Let's look at a store like Sam's Club or Costco's or BJ's. You actually need a membership card to actually go into those type of places. Well, they look at your spending habits and they make decisions of products to keep there and products not to keep there, or products to have on sale, or how much they're making per month based on people that are spending within that location, and what products works and what other products don't work. So they can know all of that, and a lot of times too, with these coupons, they'll see that you usually buy certain products, and they will make sure that you continue to buy those products. So if you stop buying those products for a very long time, they'll send you something in the mail as well too. So that's another form of how they basically utilize big data as an advantage for them. Human elements. Managing information resources is not just about managing technology. It is also about people and process, and understand how people view, guard, and share information resources is a critical ingredient for any successful strategy. Although a company may set the policy that all information resources are company owned, in practice, people often view these resources more protectively, even when compliance and security don't demand tight access control. Ownership issues have to be negotiated among many stakeholders. Another challenge is the time required to make changes to an integrated enterprise database, because those changes affect many more people who will want to have input. Another example of how the human element interacts with database management involves databases without boundaries, in which people outside the enterprise enter and manage most of the records. Those contributors feel strong ownership over their records. A valuable lesson from the efforts to build databases without boundaries is simply the need to plan for scalability. Meeting the needs of all stakeholders, including management, operating units, and customers, is a balancing act that requires leadership, compromise, negotiation, and well-designed databases. So, human capital management. Human capital management encompasses a growing suite of applications with the employee record as the central element. The human resources management module is the core of the system, tracking each employee's demographic information, salary, tax data, benefits, titles, employment history, dependents, and dates of hire and termination. Some systems also keep track of performance, evaluations, professional development, and training. Workforce management applications draw on data in the core human resource records and add features to keep track of time and attendance, sick leave, vacation leave, and project or task assignments. This module is useful for labor schedule and workforce planning, and to assign the proper number of clerks to specific shifts. Talent management applications focus on the employee life cycle, beginning with the recruitment phase and extending into performance evaluations, career development, compensation planning, e-learning, and succession planning after retirement or departure. Buried in the human capital matrix, information systems is a wealth of data that can reveal how well the organization is managing and nurturing its human capital. While metrics to quantify human performance or productivity can be controversial, these metrics are vitally important to an organization. When managers and staff work together to devise metrics that people agree are fair, relevant, and aligned with business goals, everyone knows what to do to improve. They also have a much clearer understanding of the organization's human capital and how to deploy it. Supply chain management refers to strategies that optimize the flow of products and services from their sources to the customer. Depending on your type of business, the chain can stretch from your suppliers, all the way to your customer's customer. The ultimate goal is to align supply with demand so that the right product is delivered to the right place at just the right time and at the right price. The supply chain operations refers model illustrates 5 processes that underlie successful management of a next generation supply chain: plan, source, make, deliver, and return. The supply chain operation starts with planning with the goal of building a fleet-footed working supply chain that aligns with actual business goals. For example, if the corporate strategy calls for low-cost leadership, the company will favor cost efficiencies for transportations and inventory storage. Managers then make decisions about sources and which suppliers to use. Again, the business strategy should guide many choices, such as whether to commit to long-term contracts or encourage frequent and fierce competition among potential suppliers. The make step transforms the resources into something with more value. Supply chain managers track inventory at each stage, fine-tune the flow so that some parts don't run short while others are overstocked. Managers' keen interest in inventory levels continues through the delivery step as products are transported to distribution centers and retailers. Finally, SCUM process returns by customers. Supply chain management software evolved as specialized tools application often developed to address one aspect of supply chain in a single industry. For example, supply chain software might include supply chain planning software to predict demand, synchronize with supply, and optimize the whole network. Warehouse management software to manage and optimize inventories, space allocation, shipments, cross-docking, and other warehouse activities. Transportation management software to optimize shipping, logistics, and fleet routing and scheduling. Manufacturing execution systems to manage activities and flow through the manufacturing process. Global trade and management software to ensure compliance for cross-border transactions for importers and exporters. Making all these specialized software applications work together is very challenging, but managers need a clear end-to-end picture of supply chain performance. Increasingly, vendors are building software that combines several SCUM applications that share data. Customer relationship management. Customer relationship management consists of the technologies and processes an organization uses to build relationships with its current and prospective customers. Some common objectives are improving customer retention, improving profitability, growing revenue, and listening to customers. Customer retention. Attracting new customers is often more difficult and expensive than retaining existing ones, and the new customer may be less profitable than the old. Strategies for improving retention stress customer satisfaction, loyalty rewards, and perks for returning customers. Profitability, finding ways to reduce the cost of serving each customer without also diminishing customer satisfaction is another important CRM goal. For example, a customer who calls FedEx to ask what happened to her package cost FedEx $2.40 to answer. But the same query submitted to the company's website costs FedEx just pennies to answer. Revenue, CRM strategies to grow revenue often includes finding new customers and markets, as well as earning more revenue from existing customers through tactics such as cross-selling and upselling. Listening to customers. When customers answer one of your survey, CRM software can easily capture and analyze what they say. But some systems can also do sentimental analysis with software that scans text, comment box, blogs, or other user-generated content and employs algorithms to classify opinions as pro, con, or neutral. Email marketing is a major focus for CRM application. For example, Django Mail offers email marketing software that connects to the company's database to personalize each message. E-marketing information systems also provide extensive tracking capabilities with detailed reports regarding messages bounced, which were opened or forwarded onto another email address. And then customers click on a web address in the message. Salesforce automation systems boost performance of an organization's sales reps by helping them track and manage their accounts, contacts, leads, and to-do lists. Some systems also help salespeople develop proposals and quotes for their clients and assist managers in evaluating the success of their sales team. For mobile sales reps, access to CRM applications via the web and by smartphones is essential. CRM can help organizations make more improvements in customer service and support and reduce costs. The click-to-chat feature is widely used to interact with customers having login problems or other issues. Online knowledge bases and support sites let customers help themselves. Call center software can queue calls, let callers know the approximate waiting time, offer menu options for call routing, and retrieve customer database on the call's information so agents can quickly find answers. Another aspect that is just like you go into a store and you purchase something. Nowadays, when you purchase anything, especially when you go to the mall or anything like that, they ask you for your email address, or they may ask you for your home address. That's a form of a CRM system where they want to capture your data so they can actually send you emails and promotions and various things and keep you up to date with their products and services. So that's, I hope you enjoyed this week, and I look forward to the next week.